leaves are turning brown. Red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down. Now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. The light that flickers will blow away the side, and all that blossomed will wither away and die. Not now, I'm not ready, not just yet. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. I'm not ready for autumn. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon. Autumn comes too soon.
Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Marie and I'm a Southern Belle mama of 4 kiddos, and I love creating content about homemaking, cleaning, organizing, all things around the house as a mama. So if you are needing some motivation today, girl, I got you covered. Today I'm going to be sharing what I do on a monthly basis to keep my home clean, as well as some daily house tasks, as well as like laundry and the dishes. So there is so much motivation packed into today's video on top of my monthly cleaning routine. So let's go ahead and jump into it because there is so much to get done today. We're going to start off as always with the laundry. First thing, when I start my cleaning, I like to get my laundry started. It just makes something click in my brain and lets me know, girl, it's time to get to cleaning. It's time to get stuff done. So we're going to go ahead and throw that laundry in. I actually washed my daughter's clothes the night before. My 2 daughters, I washed their clothes together. So I just got those out of the dryer and took those to their bedroom. And I washed my boys' clothes this morning, so I'm going to go ahead and toss the boys' clothes into the dryer and finish up washing the rest of my daughter's clothes. So today, all of my kids' clothes will be clean, ready to go. I cannot promise that they will all get folded and put away, but when the girls get home today, they're going to work on theirs. I'm going to work on the boys later tonight, so I will not be including laundry folding in this video, which personally I find boring. If someone is folding laundry for a really long time in a video, it bores me. So let me know if y'all enjoy seeing me fold laundry, or if y'all prefer me to skip that part, or maybe just like chop it up and make it go faster. Some of y'all say that you fold your laundry while you watch my videos, so let me know your thoughts on folding the laundry in the video.
Is that your banana? Done with it?
One of the things I like to do monthly is clean off our shoe bench. We do not have like a foyer or really a big entryway. So right here when you walk in my front door, we just have this little shoe bench. And I think this little bamboo shoe bench is so cute. I can link it for y'all if you're interested. But I'm just going to take everybody's shoes back to the bedrooms. My rule is everybody can have 1 pair of shoes on the shoe bench per person, but it doesn't always stay that way. It's just a little rule I have to kind of manage the shoe bench. So we are just going to keep some shoes on the bench. I kept my son's cleats for football practice, my daughter's cheer shoes, and my toddler's shoes on there, and I just went ahead and put all the shoes back up. We're about to vacuum under there and clean behind it. I'm going to dust my ceiling fan in the living room, and I know the pillowcase trick where you can slide the pillowcase over the blades and it keeps dust from falling everywhere, but sometimes I just use my little Swiffer duster and knock all that dust everywhere, and then I just vacuum it all up. So that's what we're doing today. And in today's video, I'm sharing a new vacuum cleaner by FlexiSpot. And this is the N2 cordless vacuum cleaner. It includes a wall mount if you choose to mount it, as well as attachment pieces. And I love this crevice tool to get into the cracks of my couch, which I do monthly. I like to just go through the cracks of my couch every month and just get any crumbs or debris, dust, whatever may be in my couch, especially with kids, y'all. So inside my console area in the couch, it was dirty. I don't even know how it gets this dirty, but this tool sucked it up so fast. This thing's actually pretty powerful, and it's also really lightweight. And I love that the roller actually comes out and it's washable. You can actually get all the hair and dirt off of it and wash it in your sink and just let it air dry. This vacuum cleaner offers versatile cleaning for every surface. You can use it on hardwood, tile, stone, and carpet with dual mode suction. It offers 2 powerful suction modes for delicate surfaces and for deep down cleans. And y'all, I love vacuum cleaners that have the headlights. I literally vacuum in the dark sometimes, and you can see all of that dirt and all of that dust even in the dark. I'll just run it through my bathroom without turning the light on, and I get everything up. I love the headlights and highly recommend a vacuum that has headlights on it. These are LED headlights. You can clean without limits of the light. The LED headlights on the N2 brighten dark spaces with 160-degree left, right, and 90-degree up and down steering for thorough cleaning. So it allows you to get underneath all of that furniture. It slides right under the furniture, which I need a vacuum cleaner that's going to get under my furniture. And every month I will go under my TV stand, under my entryway table, behind the shoe bench, and get all of that dust and dirt out. There was actually some chocolate covered raisins back here behind the shoe bench. That's what those little balls are. So we're going to get those up and clean the baseboards behind the shoe bench, and then put the shoe bench back all nice and clean for another month. And this vacuum actually has 3 charging modes. You can charge it directly on the charging dock. You can wall mount it to do wall mount charging, or just simply remove the battery for a separate charge. And it's effortless to empty. It's got a one-touch emptying design that allows for easy disposal of the dustbin without touching the dust or the dirt, so you can ensure hygienic and seamless cleaning experience. You just pop it open into the trash can, and also the filter comes out so that you can get all of that hair and anything that wraps around the filter. And it's also washable, so I love that this vacuum cleaner is washable and it's easy to clean. And a clean filter means better suction power and a healthier home environment. At FlexiSpot, they have raised the bar for home cleaning with this cordless vacuum, offering a perfect blend of performance, design, and value. So if y'all are interested in the FlexiSpot N2 vacuum cleaner, I will have that link down below in my description box. FlexiSpot not only has vacuum cleaners, but they also have desks and air purifiers. So we got one of FlexiSpot's air purifiers. These are so good for getting allergens out of the air that triggers asthma. It gets chemicals and odors out of the air, as well as tobacco smoke, bacteria and viruses if there is a sickness going around your house, pollen, and pet dander. So these are so good to have around your house. They can also help with mold spores, which we used a lot of air purifiers around our house when we were dealing with mold before we moved into this home, and they just clean the air, and I highly recommend them so you are always breathing good air. I love that this one has a really large filter that you only have to change out every 6 months. And to change the filter, it is so easy with no tools required. I just pop off the back and put that filter in. And I love the Easy Tap touchscreen control panel. It includes a sleek touch panel with 0 to 8 hour timer, a fan speed, sleep mode, filter replacement indicator, and a child lock. And this air purifier can effectively refresh the air in a room up to 2,118 square foot in size once every hour. Whether it's a large living room area, an open plan office, an open plan room, a spacious bedroom, you can breathe easy knowing that the air around you is consistently being purified and cleaned. It has a 3-stage filtration system, and I love that it has built-in wheels, so when we're not using it, I can store it away or slide it into the corner. And I have a 2-year-old toddler, so I love the child lock. I just hold it down for a few seconds and he can come up to it and tap all over the screen, and it won't mess with any of the settings until you hold down the lock again. But if you are interested in the FlexiSpot vacuum cleaner or the air purifier, or you want to check out their desks, I will have FlexiSpot linked down below in my description box. I'm finally getting to light my pumpkin spice ghost candle from TJ Maxx. It smells so good. In my Halloween clean and decorate, I had my cauldron candle lit, so I'm finally lighting my ghost candle. Today we're going to be cleaning with my Everspring. I love this stuff. We're going to be using the wood surface cleaner and the all-purpose cleaner. So we're going to go ahead and clean off the counters. I've got my tablet charging over here behind the air fryer, so excuse that. But we're going to get these dishes done, these counters wiped. We are going to get the floors clean. We're going to get it all done. I did not wipe down the appliances in this video, but girl, they always stay dirty. They always got some run lines from water and fingerprints on them, and I do clean them often, but I did not in this video. So if you've got some cleaning to do, I hope I can motivate you, or hopefully we can just clean along together. I like to take my tablet and watch YouTube videos of cleaning motivation and just turn the volume up, or Bluetooth connect it to my headphones and just listen to other YouTube mamas, YouTube friends, and it kind of just makes me feel like I'm cleaning along with a friend, like I'm hanging out with somebody while I clean. So I am hoping that I feel that way for you. I hope that you feel like I'm your friend and we're just hanging out and we're just cleaning our homes together. So I really hope that I can bring you the motivation that you need today to get it done. And y'all, recently I have felt sick. Not really like deathly sick, but sick to the point where I have a sinus infection now. So about 3 weeks after my kids went back to school, they got sick, which usually happens when they get back around all those people and all the germs, and kids get in each other's faces. They don't really have space for each other. They don't understand the bubble. Like, get out of my bubble, girl. Get out of my bubble. No, they just get in each other's bubbles, and that's what kids do. So then they just get sick. So if you are having this issue, I recommend elderberry vitamins. But my 5-year-old and my 7-year-old came home from school about 3 weeks in, and they had strep throat. That lasted about a week, and about a week after they had it, I got it. So I felt bad for like 2 or 3 days, and I ended up taking Alka-Seltzer, which I recommend if you feel like you have a cold or a really bad cough. Drink some Alka-Seltzer, but do not get Coolberry. Coolberry, I cannot with that one. That one is so nasty. Anything but Coolberry. It's bad. So anyways, I took some Alka-Seltzer and I started feeling better. But since I felt sick for those couple of days, it's like a cough was lingering for a few days, and now my cough is gone, but now I just feel congested with a sinus infection. So hopefully I can feel better soon. Today that I'm doing this voiceover is actually a Friday, so I'm hoping by over the weekend I can feel better. We're supposed to be having a gloomy, rainy weekend. We were actually supposed to be having a football game this Saturday tomorrow that I'm filming this, and it is canceled. My kids haven't got to go to football practice or cheer practice all week because of the weather. My teenager's been going to her stuff. They've still been having marching band practices and the game in the rain or shine, but my little ones, they've just canceled practices. They've canceled games. We were supposed to have cheer pictures today actually, and they've canceled that because of the weather. So hopefully we can get through these yucky rainy days this weekend, and maybe next weekend will be better because they're supposed to be postponing the football game to next weekend from this weekend. But it's kind of good for me so that I can recover a little bit from this sinus infection. So y'all have to let me know how y'all are doing. How are you doing? What are you up to? What are your weekend plans this weekend that's coming up? I always love to hear from y'all. Make sure you leave me a comment because I just always love to hear from y'all and hear what y'all are up to. So my Dawn Power Wash was completely gone. There was a few little drops left, like maybe like a little teaspoon or tablespoon left of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust out my backup, which is a really good idea, and this is something that I can recommend that y'all do. Anytime you are buying your cleaning supplies, buy double if you can afford it. If you can't, it's fine. I've been there where I could only afford just the cleaning supplies I needed at that time. But if you can, buy doubles and put those doubles up somewhere, usually in the same spot. I usually just put them under my sink, but I bought 2 of the Dawn Power Washes and I had the second one under my sink. So now that I'm using that second one, the next time I buy cleaning supplies, I know I'm going to go ahead and buy 2 more because I'm using my extra now. And I just like to do that with bath products as well, like our body washes and shampoos. I have extras underneath the sinks in the bathrooms, and it's not a bad idea to have those extras because I can't tell you how many times I've run out of conditioner and didn't have any more, or body wash, or my kids yelling from the bathroom, "Mama, my body wash is gone," and I have to pull some from my shower because theirs is gone and I don't have a backup. So if you can have those backups, I highly recommend that tip. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on dinner. So I bought a ham and I'm only gonna cook half of it. Half of a ham is enough for dinner for us and leftovers the next night. So I'm gonna freeze the other half. I'm just gonna kind of slice it up into slices and freeze the rest. We're gonna cook this portion with the bone in, and I'm gonna save that bone and make it in some pinto beans in a couple of nights after we eat all the ham. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this ham in the oven and let it cook all day, and later on we're gonna pair that with some veggies. Something that I like to do every month is deep clean my stovetop. So I will take my scraper and I will just really scrub the top of my stove, scrape off any burnt on food that's just been bothering me that I haven't been able to get off on a regular day. So we are just going to take some extra time and scrape off anything that is stuck on and get this stovetop looking extra squeaky clean again. Y'all, my toddler cracks me up. He's got that lawnmower and apparently he thinks it's a vacuum cleaner, and he's behind me doing what I'm doing, walking around with that little lawnmower thinking he's vacuuming the floor too. So today his lawnmower is a vacuum cleaner. We're not going to crush his soul and tell him that it's anything else but a vacuum cleaner. In one of my last videos, he was mopping my carpet. He thought he was vacuuming. He thought his toy mop was a vacuum cleaner, and I just let him, mop the carpet and pretend like he was vacuuming. Kids' toys out in the main living spaces drives me absolutely insane, but this kitchen being back in the kids' bedroom was a disaster. All of this toy food was just getting mixed into all of the other toys I have back there and thrown in the toy box and under the beds, and they still do take these toys to the bedroom sometimes and play, but I have toy rotation going on in the boys' room, so it's not that chaotic. And if some of this toy food does wind up in their room, I just go back there and get it and put it in a basket and bring it back in here, and it's no big deal. And I'm still working on getting the kids an easel that folds, because the one that we have does not fold and it is so bulky and it's always just taking up so much space. So hopefully we'll get that taken care of at least by Christmas. Moving on into the dining room, I've got a tote in there where I just took all of my Halloween decor out. So it's an empty tote, and I do have some Easter baskets in it because they were supposed to be in another tote. So I'm going to take those out. And then I have my thankful sign that I use for Thanksgiving. I've got some Halloween tablecloths for our Halloween party. So I'm just going to go ahead and find a place for all this stuff. And we're going to put this tote back outside on the porch. It's just an empty tote with some bags in it that I use to store all of my decor in it. So my husband's going to put that tote back into the building. We keep the totes for decor in the building, and I also have some boxes that have been piled up in front of my trash can. I'm just going to put it all on the back porch. When my husband gets home, he will take care of it. And I was thinking it would be really fun to decorate the top of the kids' activity cabinet. Y'all know this is where I keep all of their puzzles and Play-Doh and all of their activities and little things, but I didn't really have very much decor to go on top. I kind of ran out of decor, so I couldn't decorate it, so we were just going to leave it plain. And once a month, I like to go around and wipe down the windowsills. I'm not going to bore y'all with showing you how I wipe down every single windowsill in my house, but I do go around my house and just kind of wipe down all the windowsills and just get any dead flies that may have gotten in the house in there, any dirt or dust that accumulates on the windowsill. And then over here in the corner, I just have this shoe mat for basically my husband. When he comes home, he takes his shoes off and puts them here because he comes in this back door when he goes to work and when he comes home. So it's just convenient to have that there, even though it doesn't look nice. But I like to make sure I take that up and clean that space really well. And the next thing that I like to do every month is wipe down the chairs really well. Now, I do wipe the chairs down as needed. When my kids are done, if they've spilt something on it, I'll wipe the seat. But once a month, I make sure I take a day to go through all the chairs and really wipe them down and get them all fresh and clean. If the legs need to be wiped down, I'll do that. But usually I just focus on the spindle back and the seat part. And I know that y'all have seen this dining room in worse condition than it is right now. This floor gets so dirty every single day. A lot of times I just come in here and I'll vacuum, and whatever doesn't get up with the vacuum cleaner, I just get down on my knees and I scrub it up with cleaner and a rag, or if it's nasty enough, I'll just use a paper towel. But this floor gets so dirty from my littles in here. I've got 3 little ones that are 2, 5, and 7, and sometimes they just spill stuff and get jelly on the floor, and it can get pretty nasty. My teenager doesn't make that big of a mess, but the 3 little ones, they're a whole different story. So I just wanted to go ahead and vacuum around my house. We're just going to vacuum down the hallway, vacuum up the living room, make sure the kitchen, the dining room's all vacuumed, and then I'm going to mop. And sadly, I ran out of my Mr. Clean Unstoppable all-purpose cleaner that I use to mop with. It smells so good. I've just used it all up, so I am going to be using my Fabuloso. I want to finish up my Fabuloso and my Pine Sol and just get those over with because I don't really like them anymore ever since I discovered the Mr. Clean to mop with. The Mr. Clean just makes my house smell incredible, and I highly recommend it. But today I'm just going to use some purple Fabuloso to get the floors clean with. And the first thing I'm going to do is mop the wall behind the kitchen table where my toddler sits, because he likes to sling his fork and he gets food slung all over the wall, and there's just food splatters all over this wall. So I'm going to take my mop, we're going to mop the wall, we're going to mop the baseboards, and ultimately we're going to mop the floor. Usually I like to clean behind my trash can, and I will clean behind here as needed. I'll kind of pull it out and sweep behind it, but more of a deep clean I like to do every month. I take the broom and go over the baseboards with it and just sweep up anything that's fallen behind the trash can, and then I like to take my mop and go over the floor, and sometimes food or just junk from the trash splatters on the side of the fridge, so I'll just kind of take the mop, go over the bottom half of the side of the fridge, do the baseboards, do the floor, and just get it squeaky clean. Then I'll go back over the side of the fridge with a paper towel and dry it off and just get it smelling and looking fresh over here again. Y'all, say what you want about this O-Cedar mop. I know some people don't like it. I love this mop, mostly because I can tilt it up on the side and scrape the floor, and I can't tell y'all how many times I've done scraped the floor. I just have stuff stuck to my floor with kids. There's no telling what it even is, and I have to flip it up on the side and scrape it. I love that I can tilt it and hit up the baseboards as I'm mopping. I just love this mop so much, and I love that the mop head pops off and you can put it in the washing machine and wash it, and I'll wash it all by itself. I don't like to wash it with towels or anything else because it is a dirty mop head that's been rubbed across the floor, so I just put that in the washing machine all by itself with some detergent and some Lysol sanitizer or Clorox sanitizer, and it comes out so clean and smelling fresh again. And I know you can only wash it a handful of times before you need to replace it, but I actually wash it a good amount of times until I just need to replace it. But I love this mop.
Tonight, they led me to you. Every single time you look at me, I lose it too. Why don't you come sit next to me? Let things happen naturally, like it used to be. I don't wanna go and waste another day. Mess it up again, lost in my way. I'll be the one to have the highest price to pay. If I make it home tonight, may I hold you one last time? Let me hold you one last time. What if it's too late for me now? What if you gone to someone else, so we can never be the same? How can I make up for my sins?
So speaking on a monthly cleaning routine, my laminate and my hardwood floors only get mopped about once or twice a month, depending on if I need to mop them any sooner. I don't like to mop the laminate or the hardwood no more than 2 times a month. So usually I'll just try to mop them once a month. My tile floor in the kitchen and dining room, they get mopped more often, and my bathrooms get mopped more often. But the laminate and the hardwood, usually I try to just mop them about once a month.
I know that it's getting cold, the waves are crashing in. When the streams are getting strong, just hold on to me, yeah. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I'm your lighthouse, I'm the sun against your dark clouds. I will always be your guiding light. I know you're strong, need to get yourself together.
I'm going to go ahead and prepare some green beans. We're going to rinse those off really good, and we're going to snap them. So my 5 and 7-year-olds, they like to help me in the kitchen, so I am going to let them help me snap some of the green beans. We're not cooking all of these. We're going to cook about half of them, and then I'm going to let them dry, and I'm going to store those for the next time I make dinner. So we're just going to snap our green beans and get those ready to put in the frying pan. I like to cook these on the stovetop with garlic powder or minced garlic. You can do butter, onion powder, some salt and pepper, and they are so delicious. I just cover them with a lid and stir them as needed. Oh, also olive oil. But I just put them in a pan with all the ingredients and just make sure they're soft, and they turn out so good every time.
I'll be your guiding light. Oh, I'll be your guiding light. Oh, I'll be your guiding light. I know that it's getting cold, the waves are crashing in. When the streams are getting strong, just hold on to me.
And this is a very simple brown gravy recipe. It takes very minimal ingredients when you don't have many in your house and you want some gravy. So I'm just making some gravy to go with our ham and our potatoes. I had some beef broth on hand, so that's what I'm going to use. I will have the recipe on how I made the brown gravy down below, but to make it a little thicker, I'm just going to make a slur with some cornstarch and water and pour that into the gravy, and it just thickens it up a little bit. If you want it a little thicker, you can add more or less. But you're going to add all the ingredients to the saucepan and you're going to let it boil just until it's thick and smooth, about 3 to 5 minutes. Taste, and you can season it with what you think it needs: salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, anything you want to season it with. But I will have the way that I made it down below in the description box so y'all can screenshot it if you want to make some gravy for yourself. For my mashed potatoes, I just boil the potatoes just until they're soft. It usually takes about 20 to 30 minutes, just until they're soft enough to poke them with a fork. Then you drain that water out, put them back in the pan, and you're going to add some butter and some milk and some salt. And they are so good. My ham turned out delicious. This was the most delicious dinner, y'all. It was so good. But thank y'all so much for watching today's video. Love y'all so much, and I will see y'all in my next one.
Move, Cap.
Go.